before the buzzer even sounded. The real game had already started. That's right, this time the drama wasn't just on the court. WNBA players took a stand, walking out for warm-ups in shirts that read, "Pay us what you owe us." But, owe them what exactly? Let's break it all down: numbers, narratives, and why this pay debate is a lot more complex than it seems. Stick around. This isn't just about sports. It's about economics, equity, and whether emotion is overpowering the math. So here's what happened. Before the game, WNBA players made a bold statement, and almost immediately, boom, social media went wild. The take? You're demanding more pay while the league is losing $40 million a year? Let's unpack that. Here's the hard truth. The WNBA made $200 million in revenue in 2024, but it spent $240 million just to operate. That's a $40 million loss. And it's not a fluke. The WNBA has never turned a profit, historically losing $10 to $20 million every single year. Add it up and we're looking at $500 million in total losses since the league began. Now compare that to the NBA. Revenue? $13 billion. Profit? A cool $10 billion. Players and owners split that 50-50ths. Makes sense, there's a massive pie to share. But if the WNBA followed the same model, a 50-50th split of negative $40 million means the players would owe the league $20 million. That's not a joke, that's math. Here's the biggest misconception. WNBA players aren't asking for LeBron money. They're asking for the same percentage of their league's revenue that NBA players get. NBA players get about 50% of basketball-related income. WNBA players, just 22%. They're not demanding $50 million contracts. They're asking for a fairer slice of the WNBA pie. Now here's where things get interesting. The WNBA just inked a $2.2 billion media deal over 11 years. That's $200 million a year. Cue the celebration, right? That should flip the script. But not so fast. The money from that deal doesn't all go to the WNBA players or even the league itself. Here's the breakdown. 42% goes to WNBA players and owners. 42% goes to NBA owners. Yep, they helped bankroll the league. 16% goes to private investors who dropped $75 million in 2022 to keep the league afloat. Do the math. Out of that $200 million, players will see about $42 million total. Compare that to current player salaries, just $16 million across the entire league. That's a huge bump coming. But it's still not NBA money. This new media deal could change everything. Even after accounting for the $40 million loss, there's still room for a potential 200% salary increase. So yes, Caitlin Clark might go from making $78,000 to around $238,000. That's progress. Is it millions? No. But is it something? Absolutely. Let's keep it real. The WNBA was a welfare league. It survived because of the NBA's support and outside investors willing to lose money. Until now. But with new revenue, the discussion is no longer if players can get paid more. It's how much and how soon. And yes, this is very different from the US women's soccer lawsuit, which was, by the way, a whole different story. And a pretty messy one at that. So what do you think? Is it fair for WNBA players to demand a bigger slice of the pie? Is the new revenue enough to finally break even? And break out? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, like the video, hit subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell. We'll be watching how this all plays out, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Until then, respect the hustle, understand the math, and stay curious.